What is up, guys? Euclid back here with you again, and welcome back to my channel. Looks like the fine team behind 4A Games has released another trailer for the Metro Exodus game, and it looks like that like to dislike ratio has gone down a little bit. They're still kind of being hit hard by things recently, but it looks like a lot of people are being a little more open-minded in the comments from what I've seen. That's good to see. Just remember, the development team is not responsible for the decisions that were made. With that being said, they released a new trailer known as Uncovered, and in the description of this video, it doesn't give really a lot about what this video is about, but it's about 5 minutes and about 5.5 minutes long, I believe, and I think it's going to be probably more of a video talking about the game itself and why it's so special. A lot of the other game videos have been going over the weaponry, some teaser trailers, there was beta gameplay that was released. I chose not to watch that gameplay because honestly, I found out from the Metro team that that gameplay was beta, but it was not approved to be fully displayed. Beta gameplay. So I decided not to watch it, and I decided not to record it and feature it, which I'll probably in the end be happier for it. However, this shit's approved because it's officially on their channel, so let's go ahead and check out the Uncovered trailer. You guys getting sick of me with these videos yet? Got cottonmouth from this winter weather. Moscow looks way better.
To Metro Exodus.
God.
An epic, story-driven shooter set in post-apocalyptic Russia that blends ferocious combat with exploration, survival, and stealth.
Yes, stealth.
5 years in the making, it is developer 4A Games' most ambitious work yet. For newcomers to this incredible world, this video explores what makes Metro such a unique, compelling experience. The year is 2036, a quarter century after nuclear war devastated the Earth. The few thousand survivors cling to existence beneath the ruins of Moscow, in the tunnels of the Metro. They believed the Earth was a poisoned wasteland.
Just only Metro, nothing else.
But they were wrong. As Artyom, you must flee the Metro and lead a band of Spartan Rangers on an incredible, continent-spanning journey across post-apocalyptic Russia. This gripping story, packed with memorable characters, takes place over an entire calendar year.
Oh, I'm gonna like
through the
this.
Changing seasons, from spring, summer, and autumn, to the depths of nuclear winter.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Metro Exodus takes the cinematic, narrative-driven gameplay of the previous Metro games and introduces huge open environments that deliver a brand new experience. The core gameplay pillars that support this bold new design are combat, exploration, and survival. Metro offers thrilling, varied combat, from desperate encounters with ferocious mutants to tactical firefights with human foes. How you approach dealing with hostiles is up to you. Metro supports both run-and-gun and stealth-based gameplay. Waiting until night to attack a bandit encampment sounds like a good idea. Snuff out the lights and take them down silently. Or stage a dawn assault and go in guns blazing.
I have a present for you here. A TR rifle. Ring any bells?
Combat is underpinned by a unique arsenal of deadly handmade weapons.
Oh man!
Each gun is fully customizable, allowing the player to modify damage, range, handling, and accuracy by swapping out parts. Strip any weapon for upgrades, and use those parts to switch your loadout on the fly. That revolver you found, why not fix a long barrel, a shoulder stock, and a scope to it? Now you've got a long-range weapon capable of picking enemies off at a distance. This system places a huge amount of tactical variety in the player's hands.
Our old friends.
The world of Metro Exodus has been handcrafted to reward player exploration. Every location you'll find has a story to tell, from a long-forgotten nuclear bunker to a tiny hamlet hiding dark secrets, to an ancient church transformed into something sinister. You won't find pointless fetch quests or busy work in Metro's vast open levels. every objective is narrative-driven and woven seamlessly into the main story. We give you a map, a compass, and the freedom to think for yourselves. It's up to you to discover the hidden stories of the wasteland.
Yes.
In Metro Exodus, survival is everything. You'll be roaming the wilderness, battling mutated beasts, hostile factions, and the deadly environment itself. Artyom must hunt for resources, stripping corpses and searching interiors, while new crafting mechanics allow you to construct the gas mask filters and medkits needed to survive. Environmental hazards like anomalies and toxic zones, and dynamic weather including electrical storms, combine to create a dangerous world. Camps and outposts allow you to rest and replenish your strength, and offer more advanced crafting options. Dynamic day-night cycles transform the game world. Dare you venture out in the darkness where mutants are at their deadliest, or wait until daylight and risk meeting patrols of enemy factions.
Good God.
Artyom's incredible journey is made possible by the Aurora, a gigantic steam locomotive that acts as the player's home and base of operations. The Aurora will be your safe haven, a place to bond with distinctive characters or delve into the deep lore. Storytelling is at the heart of Exodus. Your decisions will have consequences on the story, depending on the way you choose to play. This is a world to get lost in. From the combat to exploration and survival, Metro Exodus is a singular, immersive experience. See you in the wasteland, Spartan.
I wish they would say Stalker. I wish they would say Stalker. That way they would make me freak the fuck out. Okay, so we're going to recap this video very shortly, and then we're going to talk about everything we saw, because I don't want to bore you guys to death, and I want to make this a little shorter than my other videos. So let's get the volume down and go through it. First of all, the environments in this game look absolutely gorgeous. And look at that. We're clearly not the only train on the block. That one's a little bit newer. A little bit more armored. Honestly, gives me kind of a Red Army vibe, like the train that actually ran the barricade at D6 to take down the Spartan barricade and kill basically most of the Order. So, what really excites me about this game, and not just the visuals and stuff, is the fact that it's going to be bigger. It's going to be the closest thing we've had to not only, obviously, the sequel to the Metro series, but it's going to be kind of a spiritual sequel in a lot of ways to the Stalker series. Look at the dawn and the dusk in the game. How the lighting's probably going to affect your exploration. The shadows might be formed over trees and brush and bushes to prevent you from seeing things. That's how the environment's going to change, and that's really exciting to see. I'm curious to see wildlife. Is there going to be wildlife that possibly won't mess with us? Probably. There already was before in parts of the first two games. A lot of the smaller creatures and such like that, and like really very, very small spiders and stuff like that will crawl and skitter around you. It looks like they'll physically crawl around on your arm as a little bit of an animation when you walk through a web instead of buttering it. So I'm really excited to see that. There was one scene here that I really want to brag about.
Explores what makes Metro such a unique.
It's going to be cool to see us leave Moscow. It's going to be cool to see us leave the frozen nuclear winter wasteland city of it all. Because that city, it's just like, it's constantly in disarray. It's constantly in nuclear winter. That's all we've seen Moscow in. And I'm going to miss that. But they're not going to let us feel like this isn't a Metro game. People have been bitching in comments and stuff. It's not going to be a Metro game because we're not in the Metro. Are you dumb? Are you daft? Like, yes, it will be. But the story has to move on. And it can't. There's only so many people in the Metro. There was a great war that just happened. I mean, there's always going to be people, and people don't want to listen. If you guys haven't read the books, you really need to read the books, because when you were born underground in this world and the things that these people saw and they dealt with and their lack of nutrition, I mean, it's really easy to manipulate people, and a lot of these people believe there's nothing else. Even Miller believed that. There's nothing else. There's only Metro. I mean, he says that for a reason. And Miller's not dumb. He's very stoic. He believes in what he believes in, and he's a warrior. I mean, he believes it, and he's hard on you. He's like that father-in-law that will never accept you. But at the same time, he knows you're reliable. He trusts you, but he will never fully accept you for a lot of reasons. You're with his daughter. Let's be honest here. So moving on, not only does the game engine look phenomenal, What you want to know? I really like seeing, honestly. That right there.
1,000 survivors cling to existence beneath the ruins of Moscow.
Oh, like how much of the metro? I hope we see at least half an hour to an hour of the metro. I just want a little bit. I just want to be able to say goodbye to my painful past in the games. I want to be able to look at the tunnels of the metro and be like, okay, we've been here for this long in the shadows of these tombs of this fallout shelter that has failed and become the horror that is the books and the games. And we can say goodbye and move on beyond the books. I hope there are more books. And there actually are books that a lot of you may not know about. There's a lot of Metro books that I believe are in Russian and many languages that aren't English. So I really just need to learn Russian and suck it up. All that being said, what needs to happen is there's also a book known as Outpost. It was also written by Dmitry Khlukovsky, if I'm not mistaken. But it takes place in America. So a lot of people weren't as interested. The reviews weren't as good. And it's more of a graphic novel, if I'm not mistaken. Moving on from that, we go through this game.
Only Metro.
Look at him. In a lot of ways, he looks like the old Miller. But this is just like in Halo Wars 2 when they went from the old Captain Cutter to the new Cutter. And honestly, the new one looks better. It looks more like a person. The old Miller looked awesome. He looked like a warrior. This one seems a little older. Seems frail, but he's still hardened.
Nothing else.
But they were
God.
As Artyom, you must flee the metro and lead a band of Spartan Rangers.
That right there I love. That right there I love. That right there I love. The brotherhood of it all.
As Artyom, you must flee the metro and lead a band of Spartan Rangers on an incredible continent-spanning journey.
We're going to love this. We're going to love actually seeing the characters being close to him. The closest thing we had to that was like Ullman and Khan. Oh my God. Let's turn that up for a second and listen.
Through the place over across post-apocalyptic Russia. This gripping story, packed with memorable characters, takes place over an entire calendar year.
It makes me feel so good that all the main characters are leaving the metro with Artyom. I really want to know about Sukhoi. I really want to know about Artyom's stepfather. And I want to know about anything else. There's characters that were in the books that weren't in the games. But those of you that have read the book should know about Artyom's getaway diesel car. And I wonder if it's going to mention other stuff from the books. I'm trying not to give away too many spoilers from Metro 2035, but there's just so many things that are absolutely phenomenal. But then again, this is supposed to take place after the moral ending of Last Light. So, having just done that and completed it and kind of connected the dots just for the sake of my Let's Play series, we can move on from that as well. The day-night cycle is going to be amazing. And just look at this. Look at these graphics.
This is huge open environments that deliver.
It's so fucking pretty. It is such a good-looking game. That right there is the shot I was looking for. Oh my God. Look at this gondola with this lantern container right here and everything. There's always hints to something missing, or the hints of the past. You may run across a car in the Caspian Desert when we eventually get there that's half sunken in and there's skeletons around it or corpses. And there may be another car nearby that suggests that they were having a fight, or they were attacking, or they were running away from somebody and didn't make it. There are supposed to be a good, at least a more than a small handful of incident zones where things happened and we run across them. And look at that scene right there. I'm really curious about what the hell's going on there, because it looks like some crazy fanatics running at your train while you're trying to run away. I mean, let's go back to that for a second. Let's literally just
until night. Stealth based. You approach human foes.
Okay. Yeah, that's the Spartans. That is the Spartans, and then there's these nuts, which are probably bandits. They see your soul train, probably stole it from a group of bandits or something, or fragments of the Red Army. It's hard to tell. What I do know is our locomotive looks like an old steam locomotive. It's not your newer equivalent like the armored ones we saw. I'm gonna do stealth all the way through this game if I can get away with that, at least for most. This right here.
An ancient church transformed into something sinister.
The cultist will be interesting. We probably won't hear about the cultist of the Great Worm because they're in the metro, but it'll still be interesting to see cultists in the game itself. The weaponry, that church, I can't wait to go to it. The map is going to be amazing. And first of all, yeah, let's go back to that. Where is this at? There are different areas, you can explore. This is an entire level, but there's a lot to explore in it, and you can go into about it as you see fit. There are probably invisible walls around the mountain's edge. That's kind of okay with me, though, because that's a lot like Stalker. There is a certain area where you can go in any direction. You can go around this way. You can go straight through what looks like this pile of rubble and this bridge. Maybe there's something. Maybe if you go up here where you can zoom in on the video. Let me zoom in just for a second. Maybe there will be a reward for reaching this tunnel, and maybe there's just a little nook and cranny up here that might have a journal, or might have fragments, because there's supposed to be more notes strewn about the game. So that's really exciting to see as well. Thing that I'm excited most of all, number one, I got to get it over with. I'm excited to see the Metro itself in this game engine. Oh my god, it's going to look so good. And then I'm excited to see a realm that they've never really touched. All these wilderness areas, woods, desert. Everybody's like, oh, Metro's going Mad Max. I mean, Mad Max is post-apocalyptic, but without lush life. That's just what it is. It's a dead world. It's mostly desert. It's, you know what I mean? It's like Mad Max. Waterworld is basically Mad Max in the ocean because it's all flooded. Same principle in a way. So, but I don't think that Metro's going Mad Max. I think that Metro is just becoming more than just Metro. That's what I like to think about. Oh, it copied off Mad Max, or it's got a big Mad Max sequence. Then, you know, I don't blame people. It's the most relatable thing you think about instantly because Mad Max is popular. But, really, Mad Max doesn't ring a bell to me because as much as I liked it, and the newer movie CGI was okay, I think this is way better because of the story, the premise, the characters we're going to get attached to, and the fact that we are on this train, slowly pushing forward. We probably have to repair it every now and then. I mean, there's not really much to say other than this. It's just evolving. Metro's getting bigger, and that could lead to more Metro games, and I want that. Anomalies are becoming more of a thing. We saw them in other games.
Mental hazards like anomalies and toxic zones.
Oh, God, this game looks so good. Look how gross. Rib cages, broken up boards, filth and grime and grease. That is the moistest looking rusty pipe I've ever seen. Like, just everything in this game is looking insane. Oh, that's terrifying.
Camps and outposts allow you to
it's a silenced AK-74 SU, it looks like. Honestly, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of 4A Games' most ambitious projects yet, if not the most ambitious project. And I'm so excited to be here at the cusp of it happening. I've always told my buddies in the Halo community and those that I know outside of Halo that play real-time strategy games that the most exciting part about a game coming out, especially when you reminisce about what it was like years after the game has been out, the most exciting part to me is those few weeks before the game comes out when the hype is building. Despite things recently, I know things are a little rough for you guys at 4A. Maybe not, but maybe it feels like you're getting a lot of the flack, all the bad reviews on Steam, and all the things that have been going on. I just want you guys to know that that is just the actions of the many angry, and I don't think they really intend to hurt you, even though that kind of is. I just want you guys to know that I don't think they mean it. There's just a lot of people that they act before they think, and I'm sorry about that. But there are a lot of us out there that know better. Those of us that work every day, and we have to make decisions every day and try to be pragmatic every day. And in this case, you know, I have to be pragmatic. I was lucky enough to get this game on Steam before I went to Epic. I don't really like Epic personally, but I'm also not going to diss the developer making more money because I think you guys deserve it. It's kind of a double-edged sword. I just felt like the Epic thing happened a little late. If it had been from the get-go, I think more people would have been on board. But with that being said, this has been the Metro Exodus official uncovered trailer. They're talking more about the game itself. I hate having a cold. I'm sorry. This has been the Metro Exodus uncovered official trailer, and I hope you guys like the video. I'm a little sick, so I'm going to go ahead and get this video edited and out there. If you guys like the video, feel free to hit like. If you did not like the video, leave a dislike with a reason why. And if you want to see more videos like this and others in the future, then feel free to subscribe to my small but growing channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell located beside the subscribe button. But until next time, guys, this has been Metro Exodus, the uncovered official trailer once more. I am Euclid, and I will see all of you Spartans in the next video. Farewell.